Keep your inner child alive. Your inner child, that person you were before you grew up, before the society changed your views, your thoughts, and influenced you, is the person that you should strive to be. And I know that might seem backwards. Why would I want to go back to that mindset, that childish mindset? Why would I want to be that person that I didn't really like before? And I came to this conclusion. I had this conclusion before too, because I didn't like my younger self. I hated my younger self. I used to have thoughts of just having myself disappear to never really be shown on earth again. And those thoughts really plagued my mind for like a long time, from like middle school all the way up to like, I'd say early high school. It was really a struggle in between trying to grow and keeping my inner child. Your inner child isn't your enemy. The person you were before isn't your enemy. It's just merely a reflection of yourself that you truly might despise or like. But for me personally, I truly despise my younger self, and I constantly wanted to bury it with overcompensation. Whether it be the way I talked, the way I acted towards certain people or myself. It really is bad to sit there and despise something that you are. That younger version of yourself is you. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to acknowledge your younger self or not. The kid I was a very creative kid. I'm still creative today, but not as much as that kid before. I used to draw a lot. I used to write my own books. And I let that kid go. I let him disappear. But until recently, I've been trying to rekindle that old part of me. I've been trying to get to the nitty gritty on why that old part of me was resented for so long, why that old part of me was pushed away and just locked away. And I think it comes down to just how society conditions us, how people around us influence us, what we consume, and how it just plagues our minds with these images of how you had to be greater than what you already are. You had to like fulfill people's expectations, and you really don't have to fulfill anybody's expectations. You have to be happy for yourself. Your inner child, although it was you were childish, you had many flaws, you didn't know the world a lot. Your inner child was basically your almost purest form. When babies come out of the womb, they are the purest human being, because they know no evil, they know no good. They're just pure. They have no cognition of what the world is, what goes around us. They're just pure. They come into this world just as is. But as we grow up and as we interact with one another, we sort of poison one another with this mindset of, oh, you had to grow up. You had to grow up into a man or woman to be able to take care of another human being. Really, you have to take care of yourself first. You should be your own priority. Just right now, in this time, where a lot of people are worried about other people's lives, or even just invested fully in the lives of people that don't even know they exist. Your inner child is your friend. Keep trying to unlock those hidden memories, even if they're painful, even if they don't make you comfortable. They'll help you unlock different parts of yourself, parts that you didn't want to fully delve into, even if they're uncomfortable. Again, even if they're traumatic, you have to look at those parts and with a almost non-judgmental, non-biased view. You have to unlearn what you've learned from your parents, your teachers, other classmates, friends. No matter what environment you grew up in, no matter where you live, We all have an inner child. And trying to push that inner child into a corner and trying to lock that inner child away is one of the greatest sins I think we can do to ourselves. It's one of the worst things we can do to ourselves. Keep your inner child alive. Let your efforts match your fruit. Peace.